Internet phenomenons like Xzibit and Three Wolf Moon t-shirt just seem to appear overnight, but there's actually a lot of competition between these memes. Tim Hwang studies their spread at Harvard, and he's here to explain how things like lolcats end up taking off. Enjoy! Ignite is an ongoing series of speedy presentations. They've ranged from building multi-person pogo sticks to hacking chocolate. Any topic that geeks hold dear. Each speaker gets only 5 minutes, and 20 slides that auto-advance every 15 seconds. The talk you're about to hear was recorded live at one of the featured Ignite events around the world. Please welcome Tim Hwang.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Tim Hwang. Thank you for coming out. Thanks to Ignite for having me. My talk tonight is entitled, What the Internet Has to Tell You About Social Media. Our story begins tonight with, a person that, well, actually, maybe start from the beginning. Our story begins tonight with a really, sort of the way the internet works. Sorry, let me start from the beginning. Like so many stories do with a success story, and this is a man of vision, a man of celebrity, Xzibit, who some of you might know. If you don't know, he's the host of the popular MTV show Pimp My Ride. And earlier this year, he became the subject of a meme online that some of you may have seen, essentially mocking the fact that Xzibit really liked to put random stuff into cars that were of contestants on the show. And the idea behind this meme was sort of really quite simple. So you'd take Xzibit's head and you'd Photoshop it onto an image, and you would put this kind of weirdly recursive caption onto it that would kind of reference something along those lines. And really, like so many things that became popular on the internet, you soon found yourself photoshopping Xzibit's head onto all sorts of strange things. And it really got kind of out of control, to the extent that as the meme spread, it slowly began to lose context from where it came from. So as you'll see here, needless to say, this has nothing to do with either Xzibit or cars. And it became even more ridiculous as things got more popular. To the point where it started to become completely incomprehensible what this was all about. I'm a big fan of the Xzibit there, with him as a lemur. It's really quite good. And another quite example, you've read this one like 5 times, I still don't understand what the hell it's trying to say to me. But needless to say, it was kind of a crazy time on the internet, like usual. And we can start to take a step back and say, does this tell us anything deeper about the shape of the internet? Does it look something like this? And is there something that it has to say about the spread of ideas and the spread of culture online? And more interestingly, can we bring it kind of into the rarefied world of social media? And can we have it ask us something about whether or not those claims are valid or interesting? Or can Clay Shirky actually describe what's going on with Xzibit? Yeah, I thought that was a pretty good one. Anyways, so we've been tracking something very closely with a research group. Thank you. Some of you may recognize this one. I actually suspect there's multiple versions of this t-shirt here tonight. But to give some background for people who haven't seen this yet, the idea behind this meme became very popular in the last 2 weeks. The whole idea is you would go on to its item on Amazon and post a ridiculous review, like cons cannot see wolves when sitting with arms crossed. And it seems like a small thing, but it really started to spread around Twitter, was supported by a number of communities online, and really pushed it to #1 bestseller for Amazon, 2 or 3 weeks running at this point. And you'll know it is even beating out Crocs, which is kind of like the biggest political revolution this country has seen for years and years and years. But the interesting thing, New York Post has covered this, and Washington Post has covered this, New York Times has covered this, and so that's not much is new. But one thing that people haven't been looking at is how this meme has been spreading, just like as in the Xzibit phenomenon. So here's one shirt that's created by the same company and its associated review. And awesomely enough, these have become related items on the original shirt, so now you can access all this hilarity. So here's another example. And I'll talk through these, but you can kind of enjoy it. You'll notice that this meme always happens within the particular environment of Amazon. And so like water flowing through a tube, we've been thinking a little bit about whether or not this is measurable. Can we create a physics and predict about how these memes are going to spread online? So here's the associated review of that one. Unlike most people, I actually found that review quite helpful. And can you begin to pull apart exactly the way these kinds of memes work and spread online? And so this is kind of the sort of thing that we've been doing to pull apart exactly how these memes work. So this is kind of adopters of a meme and retweets of a meme, and really try to figure out the anatomy of the way these things function. And just like physics, the hope right now is to see whether or not we can come to some real big things about sort of the fundamental constants of the internet universe. You know, is there a law of gravity to the way the internet works? And that's something that we've been working on. So here's the obligatory contact information, and that's all I've got. Thank you very much. Have a good night.